Hello there, welcoming you all in the physics arena by Nitish sir. Students, hopefully you all are doing well. So students, we have learned in the previous lectures about the thermal expansion which takes place in the solid. So today we are going to learn about the thermal expansion in liquids, how the thermal expansion may takes place in the second part of the matter, that is a liquid. Already we have learned in the previous lecture that the thermal expansion for a solid. So today we are going to discuss thermal expansion in liquid. So students, already I have tell you all that the thermal expansion means that the increase in the shape and size which takes place due to the effect of heat is said to be the thermal expansion. So how the thermal expansion may takes place in case of liquids, as we are knowing that that the molecular arrangement molecular spacing is greater in liquids. Okay students, as compared to liquids, as compared to solid. It means that the molecular spacing between the two molecules in liquid is much more greater than the solid. That is why that the liquid is having, that's why liquid does not have or do not have finite shape and size. Students, what I have told here, that I have said that the molecular spacing between the two molecules for a liquid is much more greater than the solid. That's why liquid do not have the finite shape and size, because there is a randomness takes place in the molecular motion of the liquid due to the spacing. When the molecular motion is random, it means that the liquid expands more than the solids. Therefore we can say that liquid expands more than solids on heating. Whenever we are providing the amount of heat energy externally to the liquid, it starts expanding because of the large intermolecular spacing of the two molecules. So students, as it is not having the finite shape and size, okay, but it is having the, what I have written here, liquid do not have finite shape and size but have finite volume, but it is having the finite volume. It means that we can say that we can conclude that what we can conclude? We can conclude that cubical thermal expansion may takes place for liquid. Why? Because it is not having the finite shape and size, but it is having the finite volume. So whenever we are supplying some amount of external energy to the liquid, then there will be the change takes place along with the volume. So, and as we are knowing that when there is a change takes place along the volume, then such type of the expansion of the matter part is said to be the cubical expansion. Okay students, so therefore, okay, what I have written here, we can conclude that the cubical thermal expansion may takes place in case of the liquid. So what are the expectation? Students, there is a basic thing which I want to share with you all, that with the help of note. Okay, so note is one, that the water contracts on heating it from 0 degree centigrade to 4 degree Celsius. Okay, water is only one substance which is having the property of all the parts of matter like solid, liquid and gaseous. So water can be exist as well as solid, as well as liquid and as well as gaseous. So water can contract on heating. Here I am writing water contracts on heating. It means that it absorbs some amount of energy. Water contract on heating it from 0 degree Celsius to 4 degree Celsius. And what will happen if we exceeds beyond the 4 degree Celsius? And then beyond of 4 degree Celsius, further on heating it starts expands. So it expands. What does it means? It means that at the lower temperature the molecules of the water start contracting with each other. It means that the intermolecular spacing becomes less, and as we are exceeding from 4 degrees Celsius, giving more amount of heat energy, then it starts to expand, and such type of the property is said to be the anomalous behavior of water. So we can write here this property of water or this behavior of water is called anomalous behavior. Anomalous behavior of water. What do you mean by the anomalous behavior? We can say that the temperature at which the water may exist in all the three states of matter as well as solid, liquid and gas, that temperature is said to be the anomalous temperature, and that behavior is said to be the anomalous behavior of the liquid. Now what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss with the help of an experiment which is shown to your books. So let's start with the experiment, students. Students, as I have told you that the water contract on heating it from 0 degree Celsius to 4 degree Celsius. It means that when the temperature is very less, then the molecules of the water start contracting, and as beyond of the 4 degrees Celsius on further heating it starts expanding. It means that the intermolecular spacing becomes, the two molecules of water becomes more, and this behavior of the water is said to be the anomalous behavior. Already I have given to you. So how the cubical expansion means change in volume to the original volume takes place in the liquid, it can be demonstrated with the help of an simple experiment. So let's start with the experiment. Student, what the experiment says, what the experiment tells us. You can see here the first point says that take an empty bottle with a tight fitting cork having a hole drilled in its middle. You can also do this experiment with at your home with a water bottle. So students, take an empty bottle with a tight fitting cork, means its top should be tightly fitted, okay, and having a hole drilled in its middle, and you can make a hole within it. A drinking straw and two bricks and a wire gauge means wire, and a burner. So what are the necessities are there here? You have to take out a empty bottle with tight fitted cork. You are requiring a hole, within that a drinking straw, 2 bricks and a wire gauge with a burner. So along with these all the arrangement, what we are going to do, we are going to perform a experiment to analyze the what thermal expansion in the liquids. So fill the bottle completely with the water. Now we are starting the experiment. Fill the bottle completely with the water and add few drops of ink in it to make it colored for easy contrast. Students, you can take an empty bottle, within that onto the top you have to make a hole, and after that you have to fill the bottle with completely water and you have to add few drops of the ink within it to make it colored. Okay students, now what we are going to do, we are going to do that here, fix the cork in the mouth of the bottle. Now we are going to do fix the cork in the mouth of the bottle and pass the drinking straw through the cork. Now this cork will be fitted to the bottle and pass a straw from that hole which we have already made into the cork. Put some molten wax around the hole so that avoid to leakage of water. So we have to do some, if you are not having the straw, if you are not having the molten wax, you can also put the what gum or any Fevikwik. Why? To prevent the leakage of the water to the outside. Now pour some more water into the drinking straw so that the water level in the straw can be seen. So now we are going to add more amount of water with the help of straw. Okay, mark the water level in the straw as shown in the given diagram. Okay students, now what we are going to do, place the bottle on the wire gauge. Now wire gauge means a sheet of wire. Okay, so pour some water into the drinking straw and so that the water level of the straw can be seen. Now place the water bottle on the wire gauge kept over the 2 bricks. Here this arrangement you can see here with the help of the diagram, 2 bricks are arranged in such a way that a water gauge can be fitted easily onto top of that. Onto the top of the water gauge, wire gauge, you have to place a bottle which is filled with the water. Okay, onto top there is a cork where a hole is made. With the hole of that there is a straw, is drinking straw is kept into that. So now heat the bottle using the burner. Now what we are going to do, we are going to provide some excess amount of the heat energy to the system. Look the level of the water in the straw. You will notice that the water is heating more and more. Now as we are providing more amount of the heat energy, the water gets expanding. The level in the drinking straw rises. Gradually the level of the water in the drinking straw starts to move in the upward direction. This shows that the water expands or the liquid expands on heating. It means that what we have did through this experiment, we have taken an empty bottle, along with that a cork is placed on top whose there is a hole is there. With that hole we have put a drinking straw and fill the bottle with the water completely. Now this bottle filled with water is kept onto the wire gauge, okay, which is made with the wire, and with the help of the 2 bricks it is kept to make an arrangement, and with the help of a burner we are supplying some amount of heat energy. So we have concluded through this experiment that as we are providing the heat energy, the molecules of liquid starts moving rapidly so that the rise in temperature takes place and therefore cubical expansion takes place into the liquid. So students, what are the various factors which may affect the cubical expansions of the liquid? So already we have learned that the factors which may affect the cubical expansion of the liquid depends upon the following 3 factors. First one, the original volume of the liquid. If we have chosen the larger volume of the liquid, then there will be the increase in its volume will be also larger on heating. It means that if we are having 10 ml of liquid, so it will give rise a very small of expansion. If we will have 10 liters of liquid, so it will give more amount of expansion. Okay students, so original volume of the liquid is necessary to check out to observe the cubical expansion in the liquid. Then rise in temperature, greater in rise in temperature of a liquid, more in the increase in volume. If we are providing less amount of heat energy, so the expansion will be lesser, and if we are providing greater amount of the heat energy, it means the temperature to the system, then the expansion will be also larger. And then the nature of the liquid, what kind of the liquid we are going to be choose, that also depends for the expansion in the liquid. So already you have learned that, what we have learned, that if V naught is the initial, if V naught is the volume of the liquid at 0 degrees Celsius, it means that this is initial condition, this is initial condition, and Vt is the volume of the liquid at T degrees Celsius. It means that you can take or you can choose T as 10 degrees Celsius, 15 degrees Celsius, 20 degrees Celsius, it can be arbitrary. Okay students, then increase in the volume, how much amount of the volume got increased now, so final volume to the initial volume, so difference of the volume is that delta V, it is delta V is equals to V naught, that is the initial volume, gamma is the coefficient of cubical expansion, and T is the temperature. So from here we can also conclude that what gamma means coefficient of cubical expansion is equals to delta V, change in volume to the original volume with respect to time t. So if we are knowing that how much amount of the volume has been changed and what is the original volume and what is the temperature, so we can easily calculate the cubical expansion for the liquid. Okay students, so we can conclude that from above all this topic, that the cubical expansion may takes place into the liquids. So students, now we are proceeding towards the next topic, that is the thermal expansion in the gases. So before going to state about thermal expansion in the gases, we can also give rise that the expansion of the different liquid. Students, already I have said to you that the expansion may takes place, or expansion may depends upon the nature of the liquid. If the liquid is, it might be possible that the liquid may be viscous or less viscous. Viscous means that it is thick. Okay students, so it will be discussed by me later. So let's start with the topic thermal expansion in the gases. How the thermal expansion means that, how the thermal expansion takes place in the gases. As we are knowing that the gases also expands like solids and liquid. It means that if we will provide some amount of heat energy to the gas molecules, it starts also move vigorously. So what is written here? Gases also expands when they are heated. It means that when the heat energy is supplied to a system, it starts to expand. Gases expands much more than liquid and solids. Why this happens? Why the expansion more takes place in gases? Because the molecular arrangement in gases are random. Like liquid, gases do not have definite shape. Similarly, as similar to the liquids, gases do not have the definite shape and size, so they have only a cubical expansion. It means that in case of gas also there may be the cubical expansion as change in its volume. So the thermal expansion of the gases can be demonstrated with the following simple activity. Okay students, so with the help of an activity we are going to state about the expansion takes place, thermal expansion takes place into the gases. You can see here, take an empty bottle. Here we have chosen an empty bottle. Actually the empty bottle consists air. As we are knowing that air is everywhere. Air is everywhere. So if we have chosen an empty bottle, it is necessary that it should consist some amount of air within it. Okay, attach a rubber balloon to it onto the top. So what we have did, we have attached a balloon onto the top of it. Now initially the balloon is deflated, means there is no air is blown into the balloon, so the balloon will be deflated. Okay students, now place a bottle in the bottle. Okay, now we are going to place this bottle into the container of water. Okay, so place the bottle in a water bath containing boiling water. Okay, here the water tub is having the water with the boiled water. Okay students, after some time you will notice that that the balloon gets inflated as shown in the diagram. This shows that on heating, the air enclosed in the bottle expands and fills the balloon, hence the balloon gets inflated. Students, what we have observed that first we have chosen a empty bottle. Onto the neck of that bottle we have attached a balloon, a rubber balloon. Okay students, as now later on we have placed this empty bottle into a container of boiled water. Okay, so after certain time we will observe that this hot water, means this heated water, transfers some amount of energy to the air which is filled into the empty bottle, and the air starts expanding, so that this hot air start to expand and blown the balloon. So in this manner we can understand that gases also expands on heating. Okay students, so how this expansion takes place? Expansion may takes place onto the basis of the molecular motion. So in your book it is also mentioned that the explanation of thermal expansion in gases on the basis of molecular motion. So how we can discuss the explanation of thermal expansion in gases by the molecular motion? Students, as we are knowing that whenever some amount of heat energy supplied to any system, then the molecule starts moving vigorously. So in a gas, molecules have more intermolecular spacing. As we are knowing that intermolecular spacing in solid is less, in gases it is moderated, whereas in liquid it is moderated, and in case of gases it is farthest. Okay students, so on heating the average kinetic energy of the molecules of the gases increases, and they begin to move vigorously or violently in all the space available to them for motion. Means wherever they are willing to move, they can move, because a huge amount of space is present for the gas molecules. As a result, the intermolecular separation further increases, so that they expand wherever they are willing to move. Okay students, so hopefully you have got what I have delivered here for the expansion of the thermal expansion which may takes place for the liquid as well as gases. So till now we have covered the expansion of solid, liquid and gases. Okay students, now we are proceeding toward the last topic of this chapter, that is the variation of the density with temperature. Okay students, so now we are proceeding towards the next topic, that is the variation of density with the temperature. So what do you mean by the density? Already we have learned in the previous lectures or the previous chapter, that the density is the ratio of mass consist by per unit of volume. So amount of substance consist by per unit of volume is said to be the density for a substance. So how the variation in the density takes place with the temperature? So what will happen along with the density if we are changing the temperature? Students, when a substance is heated, its volume increases. It means that when the volume increases, it means that the intermolecular spacing somehow going to be changed. So when a substance is heated, its volume increases while its mass remains same. There will be no change in the mass. Therefore the density of a substance, that is the ratio of mass to the volume, decreases with the increase in temperature. Okay students, so if we are, you can also see in your daily life that if we are having a viscous material like any vegetable which was prepared in the last night, so it becomes thick in the morning. Okay, so in order to make it more tastier, what we are doing, we are providing some amount of heat energy. In this condition, the viscosity or the thickness of the vegetable or that recipe starts decreasing. Okay, it means that on providing the heat, what the thickness or the viscosity or the density becomes decreases. Okay students, in case of solid, when temperature increases, as T increases, as temperature increases, increase in the volume is very small. Okay, why? Because the intermolecular spacing in the solids are very less, therefore the decrease in density is not appreciable. It means that for the solid, change in the density will be not appreciable. But in case of liquid and gases, as the temperature increases, volume also increases and it is an appreciable amount, therefore decrease in the density is a quite considerable. Okay students, so already we have learned these things in the anomalous behavior of the liquid. As at 0 to 4 degrees Celsius, liquid contracts, the molecules of the liquid contracts and give rise the formation of ice, whereas beyond the 4 degrees Celsius, the density of the water increasing on heating, and now what is happening? At that time it starts to expand as a form of liquid. Okay, so this as we are knowing that the water has the maximum density as 1000 kg per meter cube. So among all the liquid, water is having greatest density as 1000 kg per meter cube at 4 degrees Celsius. So the temperature at which the water exists in all its three states as solid, liquid and gas is said to be the anomalous behavior. So hopefully you all are getting my points what I have delivered here. So student, in this way we have completed this chapter and I will send you all the exercise problem solved by me. Have a nice day, and if still you are having any problem, if you are facing any problem, you can contact to me. Have a nice day.